Good day, doodlers, happy new year and welcome back to Draw Cartoons. If you want to learn how to draw the fast and easy way, this is the place to be. Let's start this year off with a bang. Quite a few of you requested this one, so it's about time I got it done, and it's here, my tutorial on how to draw cartoon bodies. There's quite a lot of content here, so you're no doubt going to learn something really useful if you watch the whole thing. As always, you'll need a pencil, paper, an eraser, and a Sharpie to go over any of your sketches with. Let's go! Let's get started. But first, if you want to learn to draw the fast and easy way, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. Let's begin! So we're going to start off with that really kind of typical Disney-esque kind of body type that you see on Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, that sort of body. So we're just going to draw in a little circle for the head here, right at the top, just a circle. We're not going to pay too much attention to the details here, it's just going to be the head. And then coming down from this, I'm going to draw a J shape like this. Okay, just a little J, or rather a capital J without the line on top. Okay, and it's not too big, it's pretty much the same in height, maybe ever so slightly taller than the actual head is itself. It doesn't have to be particularly big, and then all we have to do with this is round it out into a kind of bean shape. So to do that, I'm going to keep the top of this fairly narrow, and it's easier if you follow the belly. Imagine the character's kind of facing this way, alright? So I'm going to curve this out and under my guideline like this. And just kind of using that J as a guide for how to draw the rest, and I'm going to come up over here, make it nice and big, and then just kind of tuck it into this back bit here. So we end up with this curved belly. It's kind of flat but rounded at the same time. It's not got a hell of a lot of curvature to it, but it's got kind of just enough to kind of guide it towards the legs. And then here we've got a really big kind of backside, very Donald Duck kind of shaped. If you can kind of imagine some tail feathers here, maybe just kind of stick them off the end there. So maybe you can already see this kind of shape building up for the back. And notice this huge curve in the spine. This is a really, really big thing for you to remember when you're drawing cartoon characters. You want to put a really big kind of curve in the middle of the body to achieve all kinds of interesting looks. So I'm going to quickly draw in a couple of legs here, just coming down from this guideline that we drew earlier, giving them a little bit of curve. There we go. Notice how they kind of curve away from the knee, so they're kind of curving this way, right? Which is a little bit unrealistic, but that's okay, because that's how cartoons look. They're very unrealistic. And then we're just going to add a couple of huge shoes to these. Just draw them kind of really big at the front and small and narrow at the back where the heel is, and we've pretty much kind of got the skeleton of a cartoon character already. Just going to kind of thicken out these legs by drawing lines either side of the guideline, and now we can kind of do whatever we want with the arms and the head. So if you want, you can draw two really, really big wacky eyes. I'm going to draw one facing that way and then one facing this way. Really big kind of crazy looking character. Maybe give him kind of a Mickey Mouse kind of face. I don't know, just kind of going crazy with it now. Why not? Drawing a couple of ears here, so you can kind of do whatever you want. So this is a really kind of good. I'll finish off that head here because it's looking a little bit creepy without all the details. The tongue poking out. So as you can see, we've got a bit of a mishmash of designs here. That doesn't really matter. What's important is this bit here, this kind of torso, facing this way. All we had to do was this bean shape with this curve in the back here, and then two little shapes coming down from the legs, or from the torso to form the legs, and that's kind of it. So I'm just going to kind of show you that again, but from another perspective. This time the character is going to be facing us. So I'm just going to start with the head again, because I think the head is a really kind of good starting point for a lot of drawings. I don't know why, maybe that's just because it's what I'm used to, but personally it's something I recommend. I'm just going to draw a line down to about here. That's going to be where the bottom of the torso is. Again, it's only just taller than the head. If you want to get those proportions right, just remember that torso is only just taller than the head, or even the same size. So now we're going to do the same again with the kind of bean shape, but this time it's not going to be a bean sticking out to this side or anything like that. It's going to be more of a pear shape. So to achieve this, I'm going to keep it again kind of narrow up near the neck where the shoulders are, but then as I come down towards the bottom of my guideline here, I'm going to round it out like this and curve it down right where the legs are going to be, and then back up, and we end up with basically a pear with a circle kind of resting on it. So the character's going to be facing this way. If it helps, you can draw a small little cross here to kind of show that the character's kind of facing us. And then from here, again, you can just kind of draw the legs how you want. Give them a bit of curve though to make them look a bit more cartoony. So I'm just going to thicken that out just some guidelines first. I always like to draw some guidelines first. It does get very messy, but drawing is very messy a lot of the time. You're going to make a lot of mistakes and a lot of guidelines in the way, but if anything, those guidelines add a bit of charm to the final sketch. So I like to throw guidelines all over my drawings every single time. It helps me to draw it, and then even when the sketch is finished, people get to see all those guidelines that helped you build up the image, and it just kind of looks more interesting. So back on topic, we've got this pear shape, and then 2 legs just kind of sticking out the bottom here. And again, we can just kind of have 2 hands sticking out like this. Maybe one of them's got like a Mickey Mouse glove on with a big thumbs up or something like that. I have done a tutorial on how to draw hands. I'll link that up here right now. You should see that link coming up here any second. But you can do whatever you want with the hands here. If you want, you can add like a, I don't know, a crab claw or something. I mean, it's your cartoon. You can do pretty much anything you like with it. But that's one way of drawing a really kind of basic body shape. This kind of bean shape, or rather a pear if you're looking straight at it. The curvature of the spine here, it's still there, but obviously the spine's at the back of the character, so we don't really see it from this perspective. So to make up for that, we just kind of round out the hips and make the bottom of the body look very big. So this is a very kind of typical Disney-esque way of drawing cartoon characters. Just going to nudge this to one side a little bit. So that's kind of version 1. That's how to draw Disney, Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck kind of style cartoons the easy way. Alright, so that covers that, but what if our character doesn't have this kind of body type here? What if we're not really going for this kind of bean shape? Well, that's fine. There's all kinds of ways of drawing cartoon bodies. I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to just hide those drawings just for now, make a new layer. Okay, so say you want to draw a character with a really kind of big butch looking body with a big kind of chest and a small waist. How do you draw that? Well, a lot of people like to start with this kind of shape. So they'll start with a wide line at the top and bring it down to a line that's not quite as wide at the bottom, and then they'll have a couple of little legs sticking out here, feet sticking out. Just kind of doing this quickly for you. So these would be hands, and then a small head sitting on top, and that's fine. There's nothing really wrong with doing it that way, but I find drawing this kind of very flat shape for the torso does have drawbacks. It's got detriments. I don't think it gives the character enough, well, character if you draw them in this kind of very blocky shape. These are cartoons we're after here that we're trying to draw. So let me just get that out of the way. I'm going to show you a way I prefer to draw them. So as always, I like to start with a circle, but this circle isn't going to be for the head. I've drawn that a little bit too high. There we go. It's not going to be for the head. This is actually the chest. And you're probably thinking, well, how on earth can a circle be a chest? I'm going to show you that right now. We're actually going to draw another circle resting underneath this one, and it's just going to touch here. Just touching. And this circle's way small. This circle's like probably like half the size, maybe even a third of the size of the circle that we started with. And then we can draw another circle on top for wherever we want the head to be, and that's also going to be more or less the same size, if not smaller, than the circle we have down here. Now, what is all this? Well, this is the head. This is the chest here, really big, and this is the waist. And the waist needs to be very small in this character because it really exaggerates how big the chest is and makes our character look way tougher. So from here, we're just either side of this circle, we're just going to draw two small legs, very close together. I'm just going to draw a couple of paddles for those feet. Okay, and you can really kind of go to town with this. This is a really good starting point for a lot of big butcher cartoon characters that you're going to draw. So you just kind of link those circles together with a line there. That's kind of the belly there, and it comes right up to this line for the chest. If it helps, you can draw a small line here that shows the middle of the chest. So maybe you could imagine like one pectoral here and one here, but that's not really necessary for a lot of cartoon characters. They don't really need a lot of definition to look strong. It's all about that kind of overarching shape, that kind of overall size, and especially the difference between the waist size and the chest size. So I'm going to draw, I'm going to go for this guy's hands on his hips rather, like this, just a couple of zigzags like that. You probably wouldn't see that one quite as much, so it's just kind of hiding behind that chest right there. And then just going to draw a cross for which way my character's going to be looking. So he's kind of looking this way. Okay, maybe someone over here is kind of calling him names, and he's kind of giving them the evils. Yeah, there we go, like kind of angry eyes. Maybe it's like a Tom and Jerry sort of character here. something like that. So whatever you want. Maybe it's got like a baseball cap on, but this is entirely customizable. If you want to draw whatever you want on top of this character, you go for it. All you need to take away is these two circles here in this kind of formation. So let's just clear this up a little bit so I can make some more room for more examples. Just budge this over here a bit. There we go. So with a bit more room to work, I'm now going to draw this character. This is really versatile, by the way, this kind of pattern. So I'm going to draw this character from the front. So again, it's just another one of those big circles, and now the circle for the waist is down here. And it's just kind of touching that bigger circle, maybe going into it a little bit, just a tiny bit, because it's the front of the character we're looking at. So again, we just kind of join those shapes together, keep that waist very small, but the chest very, very big. And then the head, it's important that you keep the head small, because if the head is small, it helps to exaggerate how big the chest is, and the chest is all about making them look really kind of big and strong. So this character, I'm probably going to put the hands up here so it looks like they're flexing, or maybe they're carrying some dumbbells or something like that. Doesn't really matter at this point, you can do whatever you like with it. And then maybe these legs, I'm just going to kind of give them a bit of a bend before I draw the feet, just to kind of exaggerate the sense that something's kind of weighing down on them like this. So this is the take-home message here, this kind of double circle pattern here. So there you go, there's a strong kind of looking body type for you there. Let's just nudge that over here. So there's a strong body type for you there. Just going to kind of hide that so we've got more time, or more space to work rather. So now we're going to go for a kind of fat character. And as some of you might already suspect, this is basically working in reverse to the one that we already did. So this is going to be a smaller triangle, a smaller circle rather, I can't get my shapes right today apparently, on top, and then a much bigger circle underneath. And this is basically going to be looping through this. So not simply just touching at the edges, this circle is going right through that smaller circle, or the smaller circle is going through the bigger circle. It doesn't really matter which way you look at it. So if you can just kind of imagine these as 3D shapes, so if I draw a line here and a line here, maybe a belly button there, you can imagine the body kind of facing this way. So I'm going to draw another circle here for the head, much smaller, and if the head is nice and small, it really exaggerates how big that belly is. Our character's looking a bit like a snowman at the moment, but that's perfectly fine. So here, let's draw in a couple of legs, so we'll draw in one at this far end here, and then another one quite close. Cartoons really benefit from the legs being somewhat close together. You can definitely overdo it, but if you're in doubt for any reason, it's quite healthy to keep those heels fairly close together on cartoon characters. So here we're going to draw in an arm, maybe it's just kind of resting here, like a wrist resting against the hip, and maybe an arm out like this. Maybe the character's explaining something, or maybe insulting someone, who knows. You can draw your arms however you like on that. So no matter where you put those arms or how you position them, this is how you join the body together. It's just a smooth, curved line. Make sure it just kind of matches up. It kind of looks like it's flowing from one circle to the other, very much like how we did our character before with the very big chest. And again, you end up with this kind of pear shape. So a lot of cartoons you'll find are basically pears with added appendages. So now you can just kind of customize this character any way you want. I'm going to draw a big nose like that, a couple of closed eyes, maybe a big kind of chin like that, an ear over here. Make this character look very, very kind of snooty and like they're not very impressed by someone or something. Maybe they've been to a tasting thing and they're just like, oh, this one isn't quite up to my standards. They're just kind of poo-pooing it. But who knows? This is a great starting point to make a character who has had life a little too easy, or maybe they just had a really terrible diet. No matter what, if you're going to draw a fat character, you definitely want to draw a circle on top of a much, much bigger circle, just like that. So I'm just going to push this one out the way and hide this layer again. So we're going to go for one more, and this is going to be a more kind of stereotypically feminine kind of build. And for this one, we haven't really done a big waist yet, apart from the kind of overweight character, but that's really exaggerated. That's a really big circle we're talking about there. So this character is just going to be kind of like a typical kind of Jetsons sort of female physique. So to do this, we're going to draw again a small circle like this. This is going to be for the chest, And then underneath this, we're going to draw a wider circle, just kind of sitting snug underneath this. And it's probably easy to join those together with a single curved line like that. So we'll have a small head over here, just kind of floating on top of it. Doesn't really matter where you position it. You could position it over here, over here. Depends on what expression your character's pulling. And then we're going to join these shapes together with a line that curves inwards before swinging out. Okay, so we haven't really done that yet. It's been a much kind of smoother transition like that. But this one, the waist kind of tucks in and comes right out over here. And then you can just kind of bring in two long legs. And again, that kind of Jetsons kind of female character look. Long legs and a wide waist. Very, very cartoony and very much over the top. This is generally how it's done. So I'm going to have my character facing over here. So I'm going to draw her shrugging because I want to. So just a couple of zigzaggy lines going down and then up, and some hands holding out like this. Need to connect that with a neck there. And then, yeah, oh, let's add a small kind of jawline there so we know she's looking that way. And there we go, simple as. So you can add like a little, I don't know, like a skirt or something like that if you want to, or maybe you can, if you want to refine the shape of the legs, you can start thick at the top and make them very narrow at the bottom like this. Okay, so have fun with it and dress your character however you like. You can play with these proportions, so you can make the waist a bit smaller if you want. I've exaggerated it just for the kind of the sake of showing you, but you probably don't want to draw it quite that big. You probably want to draw it maybe this wide. So yeah, that's kind of like a typical old school kind of female physique for you, and I hope that was useful for you. If you do draw anything as a result of this tutorial, I'd absolutely love to see your work over on the Draw Cartoons Discord. As always, if you're not already a member, then what are you waiting for? You could be sharing your drawings right now with the rest of us. Scroll down, hit that link, and that's it. You're a Discord doodler. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you like this video because it helps me a lot, and subscribe if you want to see more tutorials like this in the future. Until next time.